South Africa, a nation synonymous with mesmerizing landscapes and a rich cultural tapestry, holds within its borders a history that's as complex as its terrain. Yet, few narratives are as captivating as the story of the Boers, a tale that doesn't begin with a clash of arms, but with the gentle sway of ships anchored at the Cape of Good Hope in 1652. Little did the Dutch crew know that their seemingly routine trading venture would set in motion a series of events that would redefine a continent. Welcome to Boer Wars, a saga of struggle, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of freedom. The year is 1652. A fleet of Dutch vessels, commanded by the audacious merchant Jan van Riebeck, arrives at the Cape of Good Hope. Their mission, as per the dictates of the Dutch East India Company, is simple: establish a refreshment station to cater to the needs of ships traversing the arduous spice routes. The crew's primary objective is trade, not territorial conquest. Nevertheless, as some members disembark to tend to the burgeoning settlement, they lay the foundation for something far grander and more enduring: the cradle of one of the world's most formidable empires. In the years that follow, the settlement grows, shaped by the vision and efforts of those who call themselves Boer, derived from the Dutch word for farmer or peasant. Initially, their focus is concentrated near Table Mountain. Expansion, however, is not without its challenges. The Dutch East India Company, with its sights firmly set on the riches of the East, does not encourage the Boers to spread too far. This restriction only stokes the wanderlust of the settlers who yearned to claim the vast, unspoiled lands beyond the confines of the company's vision. Undeterred, the Boers, driven by a potent blend of opportunity and necessity, venture inland, their wagons creaking with dreams of fertile lands and boundless potential. They carry with them more than just their worldly possessions. Their wagons are laden with the seeds of change, the very essence of their identity. With each mile covered, they etch their presence deeper into the canvas of this new world. The landscape they traverse is a testament to time, a silent witness to the rise and fall of native kingdoms, the migrations of the Banta peoples, and the enduring spirit of the Khoisan. As the Boers push further into the heart of southern wilderness, they're not merely exploring a physical space. They're pioneering the creation of a new society, a unique people born from the confluence of European and African influences, forging a path that will lead to the birth of a nation. Their journey is fraught with peril, encroaching on lands inhabited by the Khoi and San. The Boers must navigate not just geographical challenges, but the complexities of human interaction. Some encounters are marked by hostility, while others, surprisingly, reveal common ground. This delicate dance between conflict and camaraderie lays the groundwork for a cultural fusion that will indelibly shape the region. By the mid-18th century, the Trekburgers have not merely reached their destination, they've redefined it. Their treborers, sturdy ox-drawn wagons, become their mobile homes, carrying them into an era of semi-nomadic existence. Inside these wagons, they shield themselves from the elements and the wild surroundings. Outside, their oxen trudge forward, carrying their hopes, their fears, and their very survival. This new way of life is not an impulsive choice. It's a calculated strategy born out of necessity and circumstance. For the Boers, this journey is not just about exploration or conquest. It's about adaptation, about thriving in a land that's as challenging as it is rewarding. Guided by their deep-rooted Christian beliefs, the Boers view their trek as a divine calling, a mission to bring the blessings of European civilization to a land they believe is waiting to be tamed. But the Boers are not alone in this vast wilderness. The indigenous Africans have thrived here for centuries. Their societies, rich in tradition and wisdom, stand as a testament to the adaptability and resilience of the human spirit. Among these communities, there exists a profound connection to the land, a bond that has been forged through generations of living in harmony with nature. In the absence of formal European institutions, the Africans create their own system of governance. Through their communal life, they weave together spiritual and political elements, forming a social fabric that's deeply intertwined with their beliefs. They establish commando systems, a form of decentralized yet tightly knit governance, ensuring the safety and well-being of their communities. When it comes to administering justice, they turn to the wisdom of elected landrosts. Individuals chosen for their integrity and ability to interpret and uphold their customs and traditions. Within their homes, the obstacles, a beautiful blend of European and local materials, stand as a symbol of their adaptive resilience. Here, the walls whisper tales of a people who refuse to be confined by the boundaries of their past, who instead embraced the challenge of creating their own destiny. As the Boers continue their journey into the heart of southern Africa, their interactions with the Africans become increasingly pivotal. Rather than a narrative of simple displacement or conquest, we see a story of shared experiences, cultural exchanges, and a struggle for coexistence. Early on, the settlers find themselves relying on the Africans' knowledge of the land, their medicinal practices, and their ways of interacting with the environment. In turn, the Africans are not portrayed as passive recipients, but as active participants in shaping the course of events. Mixed marriages occur, further blurring the lines between the two cultures and emphasizing the interconnectedness of their fates. However, this coexistence is not without its tensions. The Shackler's Neck affair of 1815 serves as a stark reminder of the challenges that arise when two distinct cultures collide. It's a pivotal moment that foreshadows the conflicts that lie ahead, reminding us that the story of the Boers is not just one of triumph, but also of missteps and misunderstandings. This cultural melting pot, though sometimes turbulent, gives rise to a unique cultural expression. The settlers' language is enriched with African influences, reflecting the profound impact of the two cultures converging in this uncharted territory. Yet this period of relative calm is about to be shattered. Government forces move swiftly and decisively, putting down any semblance of dissidence with an iron fist. On April 1801, a public execution is carried out, a grim spectacle designed to send a message of obedience and deter any thoughts of rebellion. But even in this display of power, there's a tragic irony. The gallows, meant to be instruments of punishment, offering a cruel twist of fate to the condemned. This somber event serves as a grim reminder of the disregard and brutality that often accompany foreign authority. Meanwhile, in the heart of southern Africa, another upheaval is underway. The rise of the Zulu kingdom under the visionary leadership of Shaka is dramatically reshaping the demographic landscape. The Zulus, with their military prowess and strategic brilliance, cause widespread dislocation of populations, altering the very fabric of the region. As the 19th century dawns, southern Africa stands on the precipice of profound change. The political earthquake that shakes Europe following the French Revolution leads to a seismic shift in the Cape. In 1795, Britain seizes the Cape, marking the beginning of a colonial chapter that will forever alter the course of the Dutch-descended inhabitants. By 1806, the British presence is solidified, ending any illusions of the earlier Dutch settlers' autonomy. This transition isn't just a change in flags or rulers. It's a clash of worldviews, a collision between the old and the new. With the arrival of British colonial rule, ideas of enlightenment and reform take root, challenging the long-held norms and traditions of the Cape. The settlers' way of life, their social structures, and even their religious practices come under scrutiny, leading to a growing sense of unease and resentment. Among the most impactful changes is the introduction of evangelical reforms that question the settlers' traditional beliefs and practices. This clash of ideologies reaches a boiling point with the emergence of the Black Circuit courts. These courts, established to address the needs of the African population, are viewed by the Dutch descendants as a direct attack on their autonomy and their way of life. The settlers, already grappling with the loss of their land rights and the restrictions imposed by colonial rule, see the Black Circuit courts as the final straw. They perceive these courts as an attempt to impose foreign laws and customs, a sentiment that will play a pivotal role in the escalating tensions, leading to the First Boer War. Yet amidst this backdrop of change and resistance, there is a development that will send shockwaves through the social order of the Cape, the abolition of slavery. On August 1st, 1834, slavery, a practice deeply ingrained in the social fabric of Cape society, is officially outlawed. This monumental shift affects approximately 39,000 enslaved individuals who gained their freedom. The process of emancipation, while intended to be a step towards equality, becomes a source of contention as the colonial government provides compensation to the enslaved person's former owners. For the settlers, this measure is seen as a double blow. Not only are they witnessing the end of a system they've long relied upon, but they're also grappling with the financial implications of losing their property. This resentment towards foreign authority, coupled with the economic anxieties brought on by the abolition of slavery, will serve as a catalyst for the Great Trek, a pivotal moment in South African history between 1835 and 1840. Around 15,000 Dutch settlers, driven by a combination of factors, embark on an extraordinary journey. Known as the Great Trek, they bid farewell to the colonial rule they've come to resent, seeking refuge and a fresh start in uncharted territories, led by a collective desire for land and freedom. These settlers, accompanied by their families and essential supplies, venture into the heart of southern Africa. Their wagons, laden with both earthly possessions and the hopes for a better future, trundle across an awe-inspiring landscape. The journey is not merely a trek across miles. It's a voyage into the unknown. The settlers encounter breathtaking vistas and abundant game, but also face the harsh realities of a wilderness that offers both bounty and peril. Diseases run rampant, threatening to decimate their ranks, and encounters with wildlife test their courage and resourcefulness. As they push forward, the settlers encounter established African kingdoms, sparking conflicts that highlight the complexities of the settlers' relationship with the indigenous populations. Despite these challenges, the Great Trek becomes a defining chapter in South African history, laying the foundation for the independent Boer republics that will emerge in the decades to come. This saga of struggle, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of freedom has left an indelible mark on South African soil. From their humble beginnings as Dutch settlers to their transformation into a formidable force, the Boer story is a testament to the human spirit's capacity for adaptation, resistance, and ultimately, the quest for self-determination. Now it's time to hear from you. What aspect of the Boers' history intrigued you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more captivating historical journeys. Your engagement fuels our journey. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.